Hey, what's up everyone? This is Dalton at Daltonian STFs, and I'm back doing reviews. There's just going to be a few short ones for right now. I'm going to be building up more here as time progresses, but for right now, let's go ahead and get into the big one, and that is going to be over the Transformers Hasbro ToysRUS exclusive Masterpiece 07 Starscream. The Decepticon Air Commander. You got the Hasbro logo here, ages 8 and plus, the little exclusive ToysRUS stamp. Get the little paper thing there. Then for the bio it says, unsurpassed in ego or ambition, Starscream is the scheming second in command to Megatron. His all-consuming hunger for absolute power overcomes what little reason there is in him, driving him to adopt ever more vile plots in his quest to unseat Megatron as leader of the Decepticons. With his trademark null-ray cannons and vast array of secondary weapons, Starscream is second only to Megatron and Optimus Prime in power. Somehow I doubt that. But a couple pictures here, nothing else to describe, so let's go and get this out of the way. I've already opened them up. Alright, so here is Starscream in his jet mode, and first off, I want to mention that this is more meant to model the G1 toy as far as the jet mode. You can see here with the landing gear, it's molded in a darker gray, as well as the, strut here being molded in die-cast metal. Got the gray molded wheels right here again. Got the blue nose cone, unlike the Takara where it's all gray. I do like the nose a little bit better on this one. You can open that up, and you get the little silver radar. You get the Decepticon symbol there with silver background. You can open the cockpit, and one thing before I go further, it does come with a stand. You get the missiles, get the name, and unlike Acid Storm, let me grab that real quick. Instead of being molded and painted in chrome, it is just metallic silver paint, which I do like the metallic silver paint a little bit better than the chrome, so that is just a little bit better in my opinion. It just looks a little bit better. And take this here, you got the little clip and the pilot. I'm not going to worry about taking that out right now, because I'm not going to be displaying him in jet mode. I'm going to be displaying him in robot mode. So let's go ahead and close it up. You got the air brake here, just like before. This strut here is still made of die-cast metal. You've got the vectoring thrust. And you can open up this, revealing the internal workings of the jet engines. So that's nice. And you got the ailerons or flaps, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, and very nice metallic paint here on the fins as well as the red. Get some more red paint here along with these little bits of black or kind of gunmetal gray. And one thing I do want to mention is on the plastic here, you can see it's got kind of that metallic fleck. You'll see more of that in robot mode. So I'm not going to do a comparison with him and Acid Storm, but I will go ahead and do the transformation in this video, so give me just a moment. Alright, to start on the transformation, let's go ahead and flip these fins up. Go ahead and collapse these in. Hold the landing gear. And you want to come here and unplug the null rays. I'm going to go ahead and pop them off, that way they're just out of the way. And there's a lot more paint to go over in robot mode. I don't have the original MP-11 Japanese Takara Starscream with the coronation set, unfortunately. But I'm still happy with this, so go ahead and pop those up, slow those down. Under here. Just rotate this down to where you can get it out of it. Oh. Let's go ahead and come back here. And this is very difficult. There we go. There's one. And two. And from here you slide these up. Everything is still really tight on this guy. Come back here. on these, bring this down, rotate it, down, and rotate it. Open these, bring down the heels. Same on this side, bring down the heels. Close those up. Alright, now we can start working on the wings and the upper body. There we go, just pop that out. Untab this from here. Same thing on the other side. There we go. And also untabs this little tab here. Go ahead and bring this whole section out. What I like to do is bring this up. There we go. We'll go ahead and rotate that down. And from here you want to bring the wings up just a little bit, just for now. Bring these out. I guess go ahead and bring up these first way, but first I want to bring out this little section here. It's a little tab that just rotates out of there. And I missed that on my review of Acid Storm, but at the same time I didn't transform them in that video, so I don't think it counts, other than the fact that I think I complained about the wings being floppy, so yeah. Now that I figured it out, just tab these into the back, just tab right into this little section here. Just tab those in, come under here, bring out the arms. Now on mine, of course, I'm pretty sure if you've already gotten this version of Starscream, you know that the fingers were put on backwards. So that happened with mine this time around. I don't think it happened to me with Acid Storm. I don't know, it's been 2 years since I've, you know, got him out of this box just as he was. Alright, go ahead and bring these sections out. Oh, come on. Don't be stubborn. I'm actually surprised this mold has been used for this long. I mean, first time we got it was, what, back in 2006, I believe? 2007? Right around the beginning of the Classics line. So it's been about 10 years since this mold has first been produced as the MP-03. So it's just amazing how long a mold can be used for, especially one like this that has major problems, but over time they've been fixed, especially with this one, which I will get into very shortly. Let's go ahead and bring this section down, fold up that, close up the canopy, and from here you want to push his head through while also bringing the nose cone around. Bring the section up here. Spread this apart so you can get that past. Let's put the legs a little bit. Slide. This is on a sliding joint, so you just want to slide that in. And bring this whole assembly down, just like, just needs to go a little bit. There we go. And then bring these little sections forward. Get everything straightened out here. And if you want to have these low-rays as they are out of the package, you'll have them like this, but you can also rotate them around to where you don't have the peg sticking out, which is a nice little display option, so I'll go ahead and do that. Just want to be careful. On one of these arms, I've already got stress marks on the connection for the ball joint, so just, like I said, be careful. Come on. There we go. same on this side, rotate it around. And there we go. There you got the Hasbro Transformers Masterpiece Starscream using the MP-11 mold in robot mode. And he does look very nice. I am very impressed with this. This is by far the best Starscream figure in my collection, and for obvious reasons, it is the masterpiece. As far as details, I'm pretty sure that, you know, this is straight up G1 cartoon look, but also mimics that of the toy. You've got the nice metallic blue here on the forearms. It's unfortunate you couldn't get as close of blue on the hands, but it doesn't bother me too much. I know someone who doesn't care much for it, but oh well. Got metallic blue here on the shins as well as the feet with the gunmetal gray on the inner part of the feet. Got melted in gray fans here on the chest. I like the amber here on the cockpit, it looks very nice. You can open up the chest, reel some missiles, an homage to the Robot Masters Starscream. And, oh, one other little detail I forgot to mention is he's got these little identification lights, I guess you can call them. Mainly used for flying at night. Yeah, you also got some gunmetal gray here on the null rays. And the face looks really nice. I know a lot of people have been complaining about how his face is so dark, but I really like that. It looks both like the cartoon and from what I've seen of the toy. So I'm digging it. I like the red on the eyes. Now, as you can see right here is the little paint blemish. It's not too bad. It's barely noticeable. I did kind of scrape some of that excess paint off. Now, one thing that really sets this guy apart from other versions of the MP-03 and 11 molds is, if you remember getting Thundercracker or any version of the MP-03, you'll know that if you pick him up right here and just move him around a little bit, you can already see that that's already sliding down. If you take Starscream here and do that, I am really shaking this guy around and nothing is happening. It's about time that they have finally fixed this issue. I am so happy that they've done that. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into the articulation. Head is on a ball joint, as well as the little swivel here, but that's mainly for the transformation. Shoulders rotate 360, and as you can see, these little sections here aren't popping up, mainly due to the fact that that locks down now. You got in and out here, rotates at the bicep. He's got a double jointed elbow along with that little piston. Now, one thing I want to note about that piston is, as you can see here on Acid Storm, it is in vac metal. On Starscream here, it is just painted silver. I would have liked to have seen the vac metal again, but I don't know, it's Hasbro. But yeah, double jointed elbow, rotates at the wrist. He's got a single ball joint on the thumb, ball joint on the index finger, and a single little swivel or hinge, just this tabbed in or soft pin. Same thing here, you've got one ball joint and one hinge. At the waist you get a little bit of swivel, not really enough to account for anything. You get a little bit of forward and back on the legs, in and out. Stands pretty good. Let's see, yeah, pretty good range of motion there. Rotates at the thigh pretty tight, and he's got a double jointed knee, although this is the first joint to move and I am fine with that. As far as the feet, you just get the swivel from the transformation, so nothing really in the feet. Now, as far as accessories, like I said, he's got the missiles, which you can still store on the back. I'm not going to store them, I'm just going to keep them on the base. And if you really want to, let's go ahead and open this up. course, you got your clip. Your pilot molded it. I don't know what color, but he's painted black. Just put him in there. Store this under here if you don't want to do anything with it, or you can just put it back in a little baggie and put it in the box. But you can take this, of course, set it on here. If I can get it to slide onto the base. There we go. Take it right here and plug it onto Starscream's butt. And there you got Starscream on his display stand, kind of hovering. He's kind of like waving like, hey, hi. But yeah, it's really nice to have Starscream in the Masterpiece scale, as far as me, personally. So if you want to fork out the $200 for the Takara version, even though it's got, you know, this problem, just for the cape, crown, and shoulder pauldrons, that by all means do so. But if you want this, that still has the display stand, the missiles, the little pilot, and the clip, for $60 from ToysRUS, I'd go for this in a heartbeat. I mean, I like it. I do like the blue nose cone. I know a few people don't care much for that. But other than that, I don't see much wrong with this. And a couple of people have complained about a lot of bad sprue marks, and I have not had that problem. I mean, yeah, you get one little one here and a couple here, but that's all I see here in robot mode. Okay, these here. A couple here, but not as bad as what I've heard from some people. I've heard that they're all over the place and really bad. It's not that bad on my copy, so whoever got theirs must have had a bad copy. And one thing I want to mention is you got the copyright stuff here on the back. So if you don't like that, you can just take some rubbing alcohol and rub those off. So, and that's been pretty much it. This has been Dalton at Dalton NSTFs. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. It's good to be back to recording, and I've got some more coming up. So, oh, and by the way, you can find my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Well, of course, you're on YouTube, but all that stuff in the description below if you want to check it out. So, yep, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all next time.